If the bookworm were actually the worm in the book, then worms would have been the most learned. Good morning, bonjour, sabahul khair, kwalafia karo, ansuma, tumasim, mimachi. Today we continue from where we left. And let's see, we paused at on date Monday 14/4. Yes, but actually the date mentioned was Monday 6/4. Uh, uh, that was concerning my house or the plot in Yampala and Liman Isa and Ibrahim. Then on Wednesday, so what do I say? So uh, apparently from that period through Monday 4th to from that period to Tuesday 14th, probably no events. I didn't write anything. Then Wednesday, April 15, at about 7 a.m., I see Ibrahim Bawa. The full name is Ibrahim Bawa. Let me show you the book again. I'm reading from the journal again. I see Ibrahim at 7 a.m. I see Ibrahim Bawa. He says Liman Isa hasn't sent for him or told him anything, even though they met at the funeral. Remember when we were having the meeting in Nyampala, it was Ibrahim who took the papers of the house from me, or the paper of the house from me and gave to Isa. And now to get it back, they are tossing me up and down. So it's not only Ghana Health Service. I said it before. So many departments in the country, we do it. And we turn around and blame the white man. You see, it's our character. And I think that's why maybe that's why the colonialists said we shouldn't go to school. We shouldn't follow the white man. They saw that it would be worse. You see, like the Israelis, before anything happened, they would go and consult soothsayers, magicians, and whatnot, to see. So maybe our elders sat down and said, no, when we go to school, we'll be too spoiled. But our school is to have been better. But then it's not the white people who taught us to do these things. It is our nature that will be worsened by schooling. That's how I see it. Okay. So I see Ibrahim, he says, the man Isa hasn't sent for him or told him anything. That's about 7 a.m. Even though they met at the funeral, I could take legal action. So look at this. You've collected my papers, you've given it to somebody who also gave it to my senior brother against my wish, against my dead father's wish, and now you are telling me I could take legal action. You see how crooked mankind is. No problem, he says. He says I could take no legal action, no problem. I don't know here he's talking on his own or Isa. I don't know. Because if I take legal action, you will be involved. Isa will also be involved. Maybe they saw me as a pauper and that I couldn't take legal action. Oh, yes, mankind. That's how they saw. Because I couldn't even feed myself at that time. So how can I go and see a lawyer and take legal action? We've seen this several times. Then he said, no problem. He sees. I proceed to Liman Isa. Yes, from there in his house, I proceed to Liman Isa. He confirms what Ibrahim says and tried calling him in vain, but will surely see him. That's what Liman Isa told me. I go back to Ibrahim. That from Liman Isa, I go back to Ibrahim. You see the tossing up and down. I go back to Ibrahim, who says he has now received Issa's call, mm, telling him to see him, telling he, Ibrahim, to see Issa. You've taken my papers already. You've given it to my wayward half senior brother. He's gone away to Domangu with it. He's no more in Tamale. And look what you are doing and tossing me up and down to see him. I tell him, Issa says I should see. Issa says I should see he, Ibrahim. Let me see. I didn't write the C here. Well, yeah. Issa says I should see he, Ibrahim, afterwards for briefing. During my first visit to Issa, he was in the mosque in a group studying in a group study of the Quran. So you can imagine you are doing this, and you now pretend that you are studying the Quran in a group in your house. When they came there, there's a small open mosque there. Whether open or not, yes, I can't remember. Maybe open. But if it's not even open, but you can see as soon as you go, you see them inside having a meeting. Having a meeting. So I visit. During my first visit to Issa, he was in the mosque in a group study of the Quran. Look at that. I mean, we're joking with the word of God. The very book that talks against crookedness. The very good book that encourages us to go by the truth. You pretend that you are studying it. I went to the lab and went back after 8 a.m. before seeing him. So, in other words, when we were studying, I went to the lab and came back after 8 a.m. and then I was able to see him. Yes. Okay. That was 15th. Okay. Uh, then there was rain from midnight on the 15th, from midnight. From about midnight to 1 p.m. to about 8 a.m. Windy drizzle only, no rain, only attempt. Look at that. There was rain, there was no rain, and I jotted it down. Okay, so that day in the midnight, it was a windy or drizzly day. Thursday, 16 in the evening, I left for Konongo. So then reached there in the morning. That's about 7 a.m. So I took off 16:05 and traveled to Konongo after failing to see Issa and after having no good result from Issa and Ibrahim. Then 7, that was Wednesday. That was Thursday. Then 7 a.m. on Friday, 10 stroke 4. I left Friday 10:4, left Monday 14:4. I left Monday 14:4 morning about 8 a.m. and reached Tamale. So I just arrived to Konongo and reached Tamale at about 5:30 p.m. Same day, i.e. March 14. So no, how can it be the same day? I reached Tamale. I reached Tamale 5:30 p.m. Saturday, i.e. Monday 14th. About 5 p.m. same day, i.e. Monday 14th. Yes. Well, there is a mishap here. Either I got the dates wrong or something. Because Wednesday was 15, Thursday was 16. If Thursday was 16, then Monday couldn't have been 14. Monday couldn't have been 14:4. Monday should have been Thursday, Friday 17th, 18, 19. Monday should have been Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday should have been 20th. But why I wrote Monday 14th here, I can't understand. I reached Tamale about 5 p.m. same day. Monday 14:4. No, it doesn't make much meaning to me. Anyway, let's carry on. Maybe some clever viewers may find out what happened. Because we can't move from Wednesday 15:5 and move backwards in time to Monday 14. It could be another date. Anyway, I can't find out. I'm being truthful here. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's referring to another date. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. But Saturday, 1/4, 1/4. Wednesday, 1/4. Saturday, 4/4. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yes. So Saturday, 4/4. Then Monday, 6/4. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yes. Monday, 6/4. They follow all right in good sequence. So let's see. Then Monday, 6/4. Then Sunday, yes, maybe no event till Sunday, 12. Yes. Then Monday, 14:4. Maybe this Monday 14:4 is referring to the actual Monday 14:4. So there's Monday 14:4, slight drizzle and whatnot. So I reached Tamale about 5:30 p.m. Same day. Let's stop there. Same day. But then the Monday 14:4 under here is referring to the proper Monday 14:4, which is here. And I said slight drizzle into but heavy rain, slight drizzle, but heavy rain from Kintampo towards Tamale. Okay, when I was coming, there was heavy rain. That's on the 14:4. So let's let's ignore this Monday 14:4 that I have written under System 5. So the sentence still remains at 5:30 p.m. same day. Same day referring to System 5. Yes, System 5. Glad I've solved it. So Monday 14:4 is written apart, is under that one, which is referring to the proper 14:4. I think it concerns rainfall, yes. Okay. See page 2, Wednesday 18:4. Here, Shafau Al-Hassan. See page 3, Kofi Nunanyo. See page 6, Abiba. Atik. Backdate. Abiba and Atik. Remember, Abiba was a cleaner. And Atik, not a regular worker. I think these extension workers, but was giving receipts courtesy the accountant Brahma, and they're behaving like that. Okay, so Habiba, page 6, Habiba, Atik, and Atik backdate receipts. Receipts. Wednesday 4. Habiba Hajia Katumi, administrator, and myself meet. I think we met, sorry. Wednesday 14/4. I think it should be 5. Sometimes I make errors. Instead of 5, I continued writing 4/4. So it should be Wednesday 15/4. Back this day. Then Habiba Hajia Katumi, administrator, and myself. I think we met. That word meet is not there. That word met is not there. Following day, Habiba cleans toilet. Yes, you remember earlier I said Habiba said cleaning the toilet was not her job. So she was just to come sweep. And then that is all. But then after meeting, the following day, she cleans the toilet. She starts cleaning the toilet. Can you imagine? You are brought from your home to be employed as a cleaner, and you say no, the cleaning doesn't involve the toilet. That means you are now assigning yourself your duties. And it turned out that she was the best among the workers because she probably knew me before the coming of the next officer, Don, corrupt Don, now occupying a big position. You see? This is what is happening in our country. The corrupt people go higher and higher and higher. And those who are not corrupt are denied of jobs. Yes. When the Habiba cleans toilet. Thursday 16. Habib shouts back at me over numbering of request cards. So, going by the order in which the patients come is a trouble for them because they can't get monies. Yes, when there is mix-up, when there is confusion, that is when they make monies. So Habib here, I suppose, is Habib. No, it's a different Habib. I can't remember him anyway. Habib shouts back at me over numbering of request cards. So you see, the accountant was at the back. Let me say so. The accountant was at their back, supporting them, and they could do anything. I remember an incident when somebody came from outside. At the time, she was attending K Poly, and there was an issue between them. And some ladies, the ladies that he accountant assigned jobs, they fought the girl. I think I said it somewhere in my video. They fought the girl, or let me say the woman. It's not a girl. They fought her and tore her dress. And I had to room her in a different place and send for something to cover her top. Why did they do it? The accountant was behind. Yes. He gave them the chance to do those things. And the accountant is not a medical staff. No. It's not a hospital staff. But they poke their noses where they shouldn't. But simple because they deal with money and therefore are also dealing as well with the top medical people, the doctors, the pharmacists, and whatnot. So you can imagine when they do these things to me, I knew that the accountant was behind them. He was giving them this receipt book, whatever the receipt books, whatever they discussed together, I don't know. Whereby they come and backdate dates and backdate the receipts, do anything. Maybe omit numbers, push numbers, that kind of thing. And this fellow, the accountant, is building houses. I was told his house was posh. She was in a posh house. I'm an ordinary person. My house is the land, the small land that I have. I look at the house as land with a building on top. Yes. Okay. Thursday, Habib shouts back at me over numbering of request cards. They never liked it. They never liked it. Confusion is what they prefer. Wednesday 15:4. Yes, like I said, it could have been 4. I think I'm making a mistake because we cannot be moving backwards. From 4, we can't. I can't. I can't figure out what's happening anyway, but the date I have here is Wednesday 15th. Wednesday 15th. I met a woman with Rauf. That's Abdul Rauf Adam, my slapper assistant. The one who carries portfolio for doctors instead of studying to get mathematics or English. Instead of that, he prefers to be carrying portfolios, briefcases of doctors for more than 40 years. He's viewing. I wanted to view it for more than 40 years. I met Rauf Hajia, who does pregnancy tests without being entered or given receipts. So let me read it well. On Monday, 14/4, like I say, it could have been 14/5. I'm not in position now to figure out what happened. Probably because I am too much in a hurry. So readers can do that for me if you don't mind, please. So I met a woman with Rauf, and the one was called Hajia Ayi, who does, and Rauf, who does pregnancy tests without being entered or given receipt. Number should have been, the number of the woman should have been 253, but was given to the next woman called Balkisu Halidu. And Balkisu Halidu, or 252. So he gave a different number to the woman. Halidu, he was given 253. But the proper owner of the number should have been Hajia Ayi. So how could they like me? How could they like me? And this stupid fellow brought malams in gown, telling me to do the cases and take the money. How stupid. When I'm checking you against these things, you have now come to tell me to do the cases of malams and take the money. More or less secretly. I got angry. I told them, go and pay and collect receipt and come. So why won't he get up and slap me to break my own things in the lab? He thinks I'm as dense as he is. Yes, he thinks I'm as dense as he is. If you are clever, go and write your O-level. Up to now, I'll give you the chance. Go, you are retired now, but just go and challenge me. Really, I've written my O-levels maths, my O-level English, and I've got credit. The credit means you must get up to grade 6. So 1, you don't get 1, 2, you don't get 2, 3, you don't get 3, 4, 5, 6, you don't get 10, you become a technician. And up for more than 40 years, nothing clicks in your mind to tell you, let me read this, write this and get technician and get high salary. Then you are there, they say assistant, senior assistant, but assistant. Pardon me, viewers. Then, second 4. Okay, let me read this as I've written down. Second 4. Zuera Hakim paid 7 cedis for BF and hepatitis B without receipts. Yes, she paid. I said, where is the receipt? No receipt. It's still happening today in various departments. I'm sure of it. I paid some recently. Even to court workers. Not the lawyers, not the distant, but the ordinary workers. They will collect them, and then at the end of the day, all those monies they've collected, they share among themselves, thinking that they are sensible, thinking that God is not seeing them. So Zuera Hakim paid 7 cedis for BF. BF means blood film for malaria. It's too long, so we just say BF. BF means blood for malaria, and capital H, capital P, S, A, then capital AG, hepatitis B, with a receipt. Returns, then she returns the following day for it, for the receipt. I think she came the following day for the receipt. Maybe I asked her to. I don't know what happened anyway. Then Rauf was absent. Aliu was absent. The two of them were absent the following day. She says the one who collected the money from her was absent. So in other words, it was between Rauf and Aliu, those who collected the 7 cedi with a receipt. Like my Malam friend told me, Alaji friend told me, forget them, for God's sake, forget them and let them chop. Then I'm no more the head. Yes, if I forget them to be doing those things, one, either I'm no more the head or I'm chopping with them. But then they would have spoiled my character. They are not spoiling my character. I'm spoiling my character before God. Because God hasn't given me that kind of thinking like them. Yes. And then they would have been free. I tell you, maybe half all cases would be done with our receipts. We chopping them. Or almost all cases. And nobody would talk. The accountant would talk, nobody would talk. Because we are together. If anything at all, we defend each other. You see what is happening? How can I do that? How can I forget them? So it's like I was in trouble. Either way, I'm in trouble. I chop with them, I'm in trouble. I don't chop with them, I'm in trouble. But it's better to be in trouble, not chopping with them, like I've done. It's better because today I can come out and tell everything that happened to me. But if I was chopping with them, how could I have done that? I wouldn't have the courage to do that. And they can never do what I'm doing. And they cannot challenge me here. The one who collected the money was absent. Following day, 4-4, Rauf admits he was aware of her, saying the number was 219, but denies collection of her money. But 219 is hematology and not BF. 219 was a hematology case and not BF. And that 219 stood for Hamidou Seydou. Friday 2nd. Friday 2nd. Female ward rather. It was a female ward case rather. So you see, when they give you such queer answers, they are expecting you to see that they are wrong, but just forget it. Like the allergy friend said, that's all to say, oh, you see that I'm wrong, but he has to forget it. What kind of an institution? Like I'm telling you, it's still happening today. It's even going to be worse because in those days the economy was a bit better than today. The economy goes bad yearly, if not monthly. So how could they stop such a thing? Okay, let's go to let's go to 23rd of 12. Rauf claims pregnancy kit of 100 contained 80s instead. I remember this case. You get the pregnancy test, they are always 100 in those days for that kind of kit. And when he came, asked him count them. When he said they are 80 instead of 100, how? So you see, the 20 extra go elsewhere. They can even give it to the nurses or the ANC, like the ANC who again repeat the test and say the lab report is not good. They don't care or do it and pocket. I was very angry. I saw it was 100. So he said it is 80. You see him on Facebook with his face looking like he can beat everybody in the world. That's pretending. Pretending he's a serious man. He said, "It's no. He's a person of foolish behavior." So Rauf claims pregnancy kit of 100 contained 80. However, a requisition book stood for a kit of 80, which never existed. So that at that time, the kits of 80 never existed. They were always 100, 100, 100. And that's what is put in the requisition book. And who was checking all this is accountant. If the accountant, Brahma, sees this, he doesn't care because he himself is deep in corruption to the extent that he won't pay me my bicycle allowance. He would rather find ways and means of taking that money to himself to add to his car allowance and other allowances. And these workers usually even motivate themselves for no reason. They just come because they're in charge of money. So motivation. Somebody has done well and they are motivating him. Yes, they are motivating them for chopping government money. Like my friend would say, government law, let me leave it. Let me remove my trousers, government law. So they find a way from time to time. Like I said, apart from motivation money, workshops, increases in salary, and so on and so forth. Oh my God. Let me see. The acquisition for pregnancy test kit of 50 strips, which never existed, was made. Yes, that was 29th 1. Oh, I see. I think the dates, I'm going the wrong way. Yes, I should be going from right to left, like in Arabic. I should have been going from right to left because the date keeps going backward. Yes. I should have gone. So in other words, I'm going backward. I'm doing the reading in the opposite way. I think so. So let's go on. Maybe intelligent viewers will know what is happening. So 29th January, request for pregnancy kit of 50 strips, which never existed, was made. How? So now after 80, he wants me to see that, to agree that the pregnancy test contains 50 strips when they are 100. So when he brings it, half, they can use it the way they do. So if I were not there and he was the head, you can imagine what would happen. And that is what the heads are doing. Some of them, pardon me, not all of them. I'm not the only one who is straightforward. Pardon me, I'm not. Some of them, or most of them. And those who don't like it, they can't talk. They will keep quiet and be watching them. Like my allergy friend said, for God's sake, leave them to chop. Then how would I feel? How would my conscience, what sort of conscience would I have then? So, like I say, it's better to face the troubles like that. That's how God has created man, to face troubles, challenges. So how can you say pregnancy test of 50 strips? You put it in the requisition book where it's not there. It was not there at all. They are always 100, 100. It was not there at that time. So I came back here to say that was 29/1. Then I said the only day a preg kit of 50 strips was supplied was Thursday 16/4. Yes, much, much, much later than the 29th. Mm. So the only day a pregnancy kit of 53 was supplied was Thursday 16/4, which requisition was made 17/3. Mm. Two kits were collected by me. Two kits were collected by me. Then Sunday 19/4. Oh, it's a non-event. It's my personal matter. Mm, my personal matter. So, viewers, I think we will stop here. And when we come back, we shall go to the same 19/4. The same 19/4. And I think it concerns my plot, sorry, I won't say mine, the plot of land left behind by my father for me. Actually, a building which collapsed over the ages because I was not at home, making it a plot. And this another wee word people outside Ghana Health Service were going to beg the chief for the plot. And it shouldn't have been the case because it's originally a house and it's there and it never happens. If the house collapses or it gets demolished, it has to be built without consulting anybody. So God willing, in our next episode, we shall go there. And that is still under 17/3. So the most important thing is this notwithstanding, the events are genuine. The events actually happened. So if I made mistake in date or if I'm reading from right to left instead of from left to right instead of from right to left, but the events do not change. They don't have right, they don't have left. So when we come back, we will go to the same, we'll go to Sunday 19/4. All right. So like I said, this is my autobiography, and I'm doing it as to celebrate my 70th birthday. I've never done it, and this is the way I think I should do it. I don't see much wrong with it. People will say, oh, your personal thing, you are bringing it outside. Fine. It's there, but it will explain some letters that may come later that I'll read to my viewers later. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Bye bye.